So after getting everything ready and having a lead around with the marker rod, I was finding quite plaggy mud and deep silt. So I decided to get the boat out. Initially took the boat out with a little sort of feature finder rod, like a 6 foot little short stubby rod with a thick braid on it, so you can feel for the bottom and you know how soft or hard the bottom was. But it was pretty much the same everywhere. You'd find certain areas where the mud wasn't quite as deep and a little bit firmer, and that's sort of what I went for. And also the actual depth of water, so it's around 3 foot, 3.5 foot, just in front of the swim, and it gradually got deeper, and I got to about 120, 230 yards where it dropped off to about 4 foot. So that's really what I sort of started off at, was around there, one at 120 and one at 150. And one just close in the margin to begin with for the first evening, and then moved that margin rod out to long. So I had 2 at 150 and 1 at 120. And what you can see me baiting up was pretty typical of what I baited up each time. I'll redo the rods.
I'm fishing, I did measure it, 38 wraps, 38, 39 wraps, like that, 40. You go into the reeds. Let's go the other way, shall we? There we go. Oh, look at them. Bless them. While the angler's away, they'll go sniffing. What you got, Mr. Angler, for me? Let's hook this up. Great bit of kit, this. Well, it's summer 2025, and we're at Lake Merenye, if I pronounced that correctly, probably not, in Hungary. Now, me and Caroline should have been here last summer, but unfortunately she's not been well, and so we had to rebook it from last spring 24 to summer 25. But again, unfortunately, she's ill at the moment, unwell, and needs to get better. So made the hard decision just a few hours before we were setting off that she'd stay at home and I'd head over here on my own, and just I'll monitor things. If I need to go home, then I'll go home. But yes, so onto the fishing while I am here. Obviously booked it for a week, Saturday to Saturday. This lake has 32 double swims, and 5 of them are available through the Carp specialist. I'm in swim 1, booked with a house or a gîte with access to a swimming pool at the top. It's about 300 yards up a track just past the farmers' fields. And then you've got aircon, fridge, freezer, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom and that. So all the mod cons. It's nice just to have a little break and get in there for 5-10 minutes and have some air, just sit in there and just take on the aircon, because it's summer and it's absolutely roasting up here. I got here about at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it was about 31, 32 degrees in the car. Oh, Scorchio. It's been an effort, I have to say. I actually stopped this time because obviously Caroline was coming with us, so I booked the Friday off and drove from the UK to Germany, southern Germany, near the Austrian border. Regensburg is where I booked a hotel, stayed there last night, and then set off first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock, just after 7, and got here for 3 o'clock. So a bit more sensible this time as opposed to normally slogging it all the way. But I'm still bloody exhausted, knackered, it's so hot. I've got the bivvy up, got the boat up, and the rods are out. Probably about 150, 160, I guess is the range I'm fishing. I did have a lead around cast around, but it's quite thick, soft, silty mud, and it was a right effort to actually pull the marker lead back out the silt. It was properly plugged in, and I just was a bit nervous about casting rigs out into that, so I'm using the boat, see how that goes. And yeah, probably similar to my neighbours and quite a few people. I'm around, like I say, 150, 160. They've all got their marker poles out to me left and to me right. I've got no marker poles or anything like that at the moment. Pretty much using my neighbours' poles as a guide, so I haven't got none in my water, which is good. And I'm going lightly at the moment. Just boilies and a little bit of pellet on one spot, just to see. I can always up it, of course, if need be. And basically, I have to see how the week unfolds. Never fished in Hungary before, so the aim is just to catch a carp. So let's see how we get on.
Well, it's bright and sunny Sunday morning. I have to say, absolutely exhausted last night. So I got the rods out and everything, got fishing, and had my first bite. I think it was about 9 o'clock yesterday evening, and through the evening and the night, I managed 6 fish, a single, a double, and 4 20s, just to shy 29 pounds. So obviously, yeah, happy with the action, that's for sure. But this is the first one I actually recorded, if you like, got the old GoPro stuck on my head and filmed the fight. This is on the right hand rod, fished at 120 yards, and yeah, the fights weren't too bad initially. I had you get them in fairly quickly, you know, from 120 yards to within 20 yards, not really a problem. It was then in the margins, they just would not give up. The fights, they were so hard. It was like you were fighting for, you know, you were playing wild carp, and they were playing for their lives. I mean, I could imagine because there's lots and lots of fish, we're talking thousands, that, you know, potentially some don't get caught very often, or if at all. You know, it might be their first time caught. I literally don't know. There's a lot of people fishing, it gets fished a lot, so I can't imagine that is the case, but God, they do fight. The only other thing I could think of is maybe because there's always constant flow of water coming into the lake. It's the last lake in a chain of 6, and they're all joined by, you know, a river. So I don't know if maybe that has something to do with it, with all the oxygen and nutrients and whatever that you know comes downstream into this lake, and it's also, you know, one of the reasons why it's so silty and muddy as well. But yeah, so obviously I'd had 4 20s to this point, and yeah, I'll get this on the bank quickly. We'll see. Yeah, I was over the moon with this one. Typical. Yeah, it took me a couple of attempts to get it in the net, but finally, I think, was it the second or third attempt, I got the bugger in. Happy days.
First thing Sunday morning, it's about 6 a.m. and I've got, here's my 7th fish of the trip, and the first one I've actually filmed so far. And it's my first Hungarian 30, just a few ounces over 30 pounds. It's June, obviously they've done their thing and that, but I'm one happy angler. Let's just put this thing out the way, give her a splash, and let's hold her up, shall we? Hopefully I've got the fight on film as well. Put up a good old fight. Got the old wrinkles and that. It's like quite an old fish. Oh. Yeah, 30 pounds 4 ounces of Merenye mirror. Yes. And hopefully plenty more to come. Oof. Simple tactics really. Fishing about, I don't know, 150, 160 yards with a boat, and I'm just putting in 4, 5, 6, 7 handfuls of boilies around each rod basically. This is the 5th on this particular rod, so most of them out of the 7 have come to one rod. I've had 1 on each of the other 2 at the moment. Hopefully we can get them kicking into gear. Now I know what to do. One's in the margin, had a little baby on that one. And then my middle rod, I'm not sure what happened and that, but I was fishing a snowman, but this one's been a double bottom bait, so I switched that one about an hour and a half ago, and it went off half hour later. So, and it's a test bait, so we'll see. I don't know if it'll come out yet or not. It's got a bit of testing to do, but it's my first time using it, and so far so good. And there's his other side. Happy days. Oh.
Just what you don't want to hear, isn't it, really? When you're playing a fish, the other alarm going. Oh, joy. can hear that spool whizzing away. It's the worst feeling in the world, but luckily there's no real snags in it. I couldn't do much about it, you know, just playing that fish in the final, you know, moments of the battle and getting it in the net. I've just had to get that fish in and then grab the other rod. Thankfully I brought 2 of my own nets, so I had the net that they provided and 2 of my own, and on a couple of occasions I had fish in all 3 nets. Yeah, I was rather pleased that I brought those with me. What you might notice at this point is my left hand rod's not there either. Basically it's this on the bottom left hand corner, you see the butt of my rod by the rod rests. All I've done is I've unclipped it and rest it against the rushes to the left of the swim and just got the line out of the way basically for this fish. I didn't have to worry about any other lines, and then I'll put the rod back on the rest after the 5. Come on. There we go. 32-pound Hungarian mirror. Oh, yes. Whew. My PB at the moment. It's lovely. I don't know if you can see that orange on the tail. Gosh, it's just, yeah, it's really odd. Beautiful, beautiful mirror. Yes. Right. Let's get her back because she is angry. I'm knackered. Well, I was just talking about the 32-pound mirror. It's taken the last picture and then the other rod ripped off, so I quickly slipped the 32 back and picked this one up. Look, I had my waders on, so I had to go out once again, not the 32. But what a fish, what a fish, what I come here for. Not quite the European 20 kilo mark, just shy of it at 19 kilos I think in European money. English money, £42, 12 ounces.
Oh, what a brute of a comment. Right, chunky thing. There you go. Look at that. Yes. 42. 12. It's got lots of fight in it. Bit of chili out the bait maybe. Hold her up and then we'll get it back. I could see that this was a good fish when I was playing it close in. I couldn't at range, but once it was in about 30 yards and I could see that shoulder in the mouth. Oh, yes. There you go. Once again, my Hungarian PB from Merenye. Or Merenye, I'm not sure. Someone will correct me, hopefully. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank you, my dear. It's Monday evening, just after 9. I've got an absolutely lovely common here. The light, we've just lost the light, unfortunately, so I'll probably lose it in the artificial light here. But the coloration on its scales when it's backing out was just lovely. Sort of orangey going into green on its back. Yeah, I can see it. I don't know if the cameras will, but sorry, it's more golden on its back and then whitey creamy on its belly. It transitions halfway down. It's a lovely fish. It's my 20th fish, and at £39 4 ounces, absolute cracker. And like the last 4 or 5, I've had to don the waders and jump down the left-hand margin after them as they keep trying to shed the hook. Oh, she's going to go. I could feel it then. Come on. But yeah, she's probably going to look a bit pale in this light, I think. But I can see the two-tone effect in my eyes. Oh, yes. Oh. Happy days. Just, you can't see in the picture, but a little extra prong off its top lobe of its tail there. It's got an extra bit. What a beauty. Yes. Oh. Bottom bait, it's really windy, it's blowing hoolie out there, so it's hard to get any bait around it. It's literally just a few handfuls and come back again. It went off about half hour later. Yeah. Right, also, typical, I was just rustling myself up some chili con carne when it went off. So let's get her back and I can get my dinner on the go. Thank you, my lovely. Oh, well, it's Tuesday morning and I have what is the biggest mirror of the trip so far, at 33.5 pounds. Very nice. I've had a couple of commons bigger than that, but yeah, lovely fish. Once again, taking me down the left-hand margin to go and wade in for him. Yeah, nice orange spot on the tail. Come on. Hungarian bruiser. It's lovely. This is fish number 24 out of 27. I've had 3 hook pulls, unfortunately, but 24 is not bad. It's not too bad. Success rate. Yeah, I got the rods out about 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning after having a rest for the night, and both rods have gone off in about an hour. I lost the first one. That was my 3rd hook pull, about 2 minutes into the fight, out at range, and then this one went, the other rod went. I'm fishing 2 rods at the moment, about 20 minutes later. This one's probably fishing about 100, 120 yards. I suppose the other one at about 150, I think. Fishing slightly different ranges, just to... Come on. Ooh. They're hard fighting fish as well. Beat me up, not just on the bank, but out there as well. So, there we go, and that's the other side. Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, happy days. Tuesday evening, had a manic couple of hours this evening. This is the biggest of 4, 2 double takes. Just what you want when you're on your own. I've had 3 20-pounders and then this chunky monkey. And the size of the mirror's slowly getting bigger and bigger. This one going in at 39 and 6 ounces. Come on. And still full of life. There you go. Come on. Let's turn around, boy. This is a bit agitated. Yeah, it's been quiet all day, but then speaking to Henry, the owner here this evening, said it's been quiet all the way along this bank, really. The odd one here and there. I had a couple of bites this morning, and then not long after he left, yeah, it all kicked off. Oh. Looks a bit pale in that light, but I am one happy angler. That's the 28th I've landed out of 31 bites. 3 days, or 3 and a bit days. Can't be grumbling, eh? Yes.
Sorry guys.
That was my first boat battle on here. I don't know if I'm in the right place for this. I need to turn round. Hang on. Turn round, I think. Okay, I'll try. Right. Long male common, I believe, unless it's empty female. Ounce shy. 35 pounds. What a run, the initial run. Absolutely madness. Yeah. I hooked it at about 120 yards. And it just kept going and going and going and going and going. And we saw it out at about 180 to 200 yards. It went over the neighbours' marker poles to my right. You see them sort of pop down and bob back up again. Then the next one pop down and pop back up again. It was extreme range. What a fight. The safest thing for me to do was to get in the boat and get out there. Didn't want to get tangled up in any lines or anything. So. And this is what was on the end. One super fit, strong Hungarian common. Wow. Right. Well, the fish have made me work for this. I don't know what it is with us humans and our round numbers and that, but lost 2 this morning. One on margins in the reed, it just transferred the hook unfortunately. They've got me in the reeds a couple of times, but I've managed to get them in, but that's the first one that managed to shed the hook. And then I had one hook pull, and that was about 5 o'clock, half 5, something like that, and then 7 o'clock, another take, and that, yeah, hook pulled probably 3/4 of the way into the fight, about 5-10 minutes, something like that, probably about 6-7 minutes I think. And then this one, I think it's about 8:30, I've not looked. I managed to land, but it's fought really hard. It's getting up for 30 degrees today. Definitely 20 odd already. Come on. So let's see if we can hold her up. So the scales looks like sort of gold coins. Come on. And this at 32 pounds. Oh, it's my 40th cup of the trip. And you made me pay for it, didn't you? Yes. Happy days. It's Thursday, so I've got 2 nights to go, but I'm probably not going to fish Friday night, so probably a night and a day. I think it'd be pushing it to get to 50. I'll just take whatever comes along, basically. Just gonna slide the forward a little bit. And then turn around. Show the other side and we'll get back. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely, lovely. She looks to me, we're in Hungary and that. It looks a bit like the old VS strain. And then little gold scales and that on her wrist, but maybe that's just me. There you go. 32 pounds of Merenye Hungarian carp. Thank you. Whew. The only thing eluding me is a big fat monster, but I'll happily take these every day of the week. Thank you. So, welcome to the bait section of this vlog for this session at Merenye in Hungary. Kindly brought to us by my sponsors, Dynamite Baits. And thank you, Dynamite, for supporting me for all these years and continuing to do so. So first of all, I should mention that I actually have a test bait with me. If it comes to market or not, we will see. It's under testing right now. I have 40 kilos of that, 20 in 15 and 20 in 20 mil sizes. I also have some dips, liquids, wafters, pop-ups, etc. in that range with me. But every single fish so far on this trip has been caught on two 20 mil bottom bait test baits out the bag. I've not done anything else, no pop-ups, no wafters, nothing else. It seems to work. Also tries to alleviate the bream and small fish, and because there's lots of small fish in here as well, and just try and hopefully stick to the carp. But I have other boys with me as well. So on one rod I'm using the complex T. I've just bought 15s with the complex T. That's all I had with me actually at the time, and I've been adding that with the test bait on one rod, and then on the other rod, other two rods, sorry. When I do use two, sometimes when I do use three rods, sometimes I'm just using two. I have the tiger nut, so I've got 15 mil, no, 20 mil there. And then 15 mil there, and I've got 20 kilos of each of those as well. I've gone through 25 kilos of the test bait and probably about 5 or so kilos of each of the complex T and a tiger. I'll be honest, I was meant to bring mixed particles and that with me, but I forgot them. First time in 20 years, I don't know how, but I did. So I've only really been using boilies. I have also got pellets. I haven't got them with me, but I've shown them in vlogs before. I've got them in 4 and 8 mil pellets, but I've only been using that on the one rod in combination with the test bait and the complex T. The other spot or area with either 1 or 2 rods, just been boilie. It's been test bait and monster tiger nut in 15 and 20 mil. Coated in the liquid gold, shall we call it? The tiger nut liquid. I do love this stuff. Liquid gold is what I think of it as. Not to drink, but to use as a bait, as a liquid, as an attractor. And then also using some of the CSL, probably about 20-30% CSL to 70-80% tiger liquid, as you can see with the bottles, with what's in them. Yep. I have brought other bait with me. Also with the test bait, I do have wafters, pop-ups, hook bait dips, rehydration liquid for the baits and stuff like that. But like I say, it's all test bait. It may or may not come to market. It's currently being tested, so we'll see. It seems to have done well for me so far. 40 fish, 10 of them over 30 pounds. Obviously no real monsters, 42 is the biggest so far, so we'll see. But yeah, all things considered, I think it's been working quite well. And I say I've had 40 fish, I think I've lost 5 or 6 as well. So getting close to 50 bites. I've had 3 or 4 bream as well. I did bring the old golden grains sweet corn with me. Tesco's variety on this one, but I've not used it in the end. I've decided not to bother, just to stick with the boilies. And then I did also bring some nuts with me this time, so I've got the naked tiger nuts, but again I've not used those, and peanuts. I do use them elsewhere, but yeah, I've not used them on this session. And then the other thing, what you've probably seen me use and talk about quite a lot, and I do really like it, is me nick the stick, the old PVA sticks. So this basically is the Monster Tiger stick mix, and then as I fill these tubs up, I've got one of these tubs, but what was in this tub isn't made anymore. I then add the tiger nut oil to it, probably about a quarter of the tub, mix that all in with some sea salt, mix all that in, and then another quarter, do the same again, another quarter, until I've got a full tub. And so that's basically a very oily, salty tiger nut stick mix, which I don't have a lot left. I'm not sure it's going to survive this session. I might actually run out of this whole tub, whatever it is, I don't know, a kilo maybe. So yeah, that's a first. I came unprepared. So yeah, that's really the bait. I say it'd be interesting to see how I do the test bait back home in the UK as well. But yeah, as I say, thanks to Dynamite Baits, that's the bait section for this session. Yeah. Let's turn him around. It's got a nice character mark on him.
Oh yeah.
Catfish or something? I don't know. There you go. Now you can get my camera wet. Well, although it might be the smallest fish I've probably put in front of the camera today, or this session, it's rather symbolic for me. It's a special fish because it's the 50th of the trip. Is that fantastic or what? I've not fished every night. I've not worked really hard. At times I have, a couple of days. The last couple of nights I fished for a little bit longer because I knew the 50 was getting close. So, but otherwise I've just enjoyed it, taking it easy. And yeah, this is number 50. I got some footage on the GoPro when I was playing it. You'll see I said before about getting the waders and getting in, because they do like to try and get into the reeds. Oh, he wants me to turn him around. Okay. So there's the other side of him. Old Smudge, should we call him? Lovely fish from Merenye. And I've got 51 down there as well. Right, little fella, I think with that, we'll get him back. The dining room, living room, pool. That is Swim One's lodge, 4-bed. This is Swim 2's. First, let me show you bathroom. This is bathroom. Okay. And you've got the kitchen, fridge, freezer, dishwasher and oven, microwave, coffee machines, kettles. This is the master bedroom. Lovely. Somewhere to sit outside, enjoy the weather. Come back out here. Got a lovely fire for in the winter time. Got bunk beds down here. It's nice and cool in here. Right, then upstairs. And these stairs are more like ladders, but I'll show you. Another bedroom in here. Little storage area. Through here is another bath. There you go. This is the 6-bed dwelling place, sleep, which comes with swim 2. For some reason they've done a switchy-rooey on me. So I'm in swim 1, but that's where I'm staying. And then this is the 4-bed. No, this is the 4-bed that comes with swim 1. This is the 6-bed that comes with swim 2. And that's the 8-bed that comes with swim 3. And as you can see, lovely pool with the lake down there. And let's kick back and relax. And then you've got just the front here. Here is you can get, yeah, they store tackle, rigs and stuff like that, and bait and whatever. So if you need anything, then speak to Henry and he'll sort you out. But that's the sort of storage unit. Yeah. Welcome to Merenye. Right. Let's try this again. 3rd time lucky. Pesky carps keep interrupting me. So it's Friday evening and the session is drawing to a close. And wow, what a week I've had. Absolutely exhausted is probably the word to use. So at the moment I do have 2 rods out, which is probably a mistake trying to do this, but I'm on 54 fish out of 61 bites. I think 13 30s and 140, probably slightly down on what I was expecting, but action wise, yeah, bang on. I thought, you know, if I work it a little bit, I'll probably get to around the 50 mark, and I'm sure if I was more prepared, had a bit more energy, and it wasn't in these sort of temperatures and conditions, yeah, could be something silly, 70 80 plus fish just on my own. Hopefully next time you might see me, I'll be back in Belgium in August in 2 months time. So I think that's probably going to be a wrap. Until next time, thank you for everyone for watching, comments, likes and subscribing. It means the world, it really does. Thank you everyone.